And also for half time with Ngomma gone. Sudan have made no changes, somewhat unsurprisingly. Now wide. Vincent. To Ismaila, here's Nduka. Towards Taiwo, and Manuel expected to get on the end of it. Turned back inside by Jabbar. Ideal forward for Sudan. Nduka. That's how the potential threat. So Hussein Kanti gets on the end of it, and the loose ball is spilled away of Ahmed out wide. Ahmed. Directly in front of him, still gets the ball into the danger area. Abdurazik goes up for the header. Ali's there, and Nduka clears. Abdurazik again on the end of it. Ahmed out wide. Three players wait for Sudan, and this one is hit rather heavily. It's over the head of all of them, but it's all under control here. Good bit of work from Mazin Fadul, the young Hayal Wadi player. Yasir will have the long throw. With a touch on it, looking to clear. Sudan setting up another chance. Cross in, or appeals for a handball. Play on as the call. Jabbar Malik. Anthony Ajuma's on hold his run. Under pressure here from El Tayeb Abdallah. More experienced Sudanese defenders, international. He's sort of saying Kanti cuts back inside, he can fire them powerfully from range, but he doesn't get that chance. It's out on Sadiq Ismaila. Right back. Looking to an almost defensive midfield role. Abdurazik can't get on the end of it. Ismaila with the touch, and now Ismaila brings it under control. Jabbar Malik. That's a very powerful shot. Four goals this last season for Umo Stars as they claimed the league title. It's an interesting start to the new campaign as well. 21st fixture in the NPFL season, the new Nigerian Premier Football League season, is only 10 days away. And as defending champions, Umo Stars, who take on the former champions and runners-up last season, Rivers United, who play in the opening match on Friday the 22nd of August. He's a Rivers United man. Kuchuku. Scored a lovely day, the ball picks out Vincent. 9-goal involvement this last campaign. Looking to help Nigeria find their first of this tournament. Push back to Chukwu, under pressure, still gets the pass away. He looked like he might have been clipped. Free kick, it'll be to Nigeria on the edge of the penalty area. And yellow card for Ahmed Abdelmunaim. Not yet. Wants his players to give everything. So they're on a mission to win. He wants his players to enjoy themselves. He wants them to play well, but he also wants the results. Just putting it across to Chukwu. So Ahmed caution. Nigeria with the set piece in a very promising position. Players in the wall, one just off to the side. Mazin Bashir, Nigeria. From the set piece, Sky by Tuchuku. Not quite coming together the way Shell envisioned. Just shippers it back to Lawan Mustafa. Sudan thrilling down the far flank, two players waiting toward the back post as well, left behind and really opportunity lost. Hussein Kanti, Abdul Razik has it now, ricochets kindly for Nigeria. Adedayo down the near side, into the Ngomma. Taken quickly by Adedayo. It's gone forward down the left flank. Duka, after the Manyo. Forward now to Ismaila. Deep to collect Adedayo. Looking for that spark of creativity. Jamal Malik. Inside of the boots. Looking for Vincent. Coming to Chuku. Duka. Jamal Malik. In the centre circle. Steps away from the attentions of Walildin. Malik, Adedayo shoots it down towards Style, is in some space on the near side, can deliver, telling cross his feet in a delightful looking ball that tests the Sudanese defence and is eventually out for a goal kick as El Noor fumbles the ball after a lift ahead of Mazin Bashir. Set piece to Nigeria. And top the corner. I thought they had the corner. Adil, Ali Abdallah. Two players waiting. Hussein Kanti looks for the square ball. Abdulaziz might get a second chance here and buries it. Sudan go 3 in front. 10 minutes into the second half and Sudan are flying. It's been an own goal, a penalty, but finally the open play goal has come. The man that possibly deserved the goal against Congo gets his reward against Nigeria. Player of the match on match day 1 has sent Sudan into a very confident lead. in the second half of this Group D fixture. Abdurazik regained his footing after a little slip. And having wrong-footed a handful of defenders, picked his spot and finished with precision. Abdurazik Yaqub of Al Hilal. 10 minutes into the second half, sees the Falcons of Gideon soaring. Just waiting for the signal, and there it is. Goal stands, Sudan lead by 3. Sudan claim victory here. They would join Senegal. Top the standings and 4 points in this group, that they would face Senegal in the final match next Tuesday here at Amman Stadium in Zanzibar City, Nigeria. Travel to the mainland to take on Congo Republic in their final group stage match in Dar es Salaam. If they lose here, Dino looks to change that. A deflected shot that's comfortably gathered by Amour. Nigeria will be out with 1 match day remaining if they can't secure at least a point from today's tie. That would be 3 unanswered goals. Bashir forward, looking for Mazin Fadul, puts it under control nicely. No pressure on Taiwo. The return ball from Abdurazik though into the path of the flying fullback in Nasir Awad is a good-looking delivery. The subsequent cross towards Ali Abdallah is kept out by Junior Nduka. Sudan have the corner, and everybody rushing to take it. Declare caution so far. Comes out to take the corner. The referee wants to have a word with a couple of players. Continue jostling for position. Ahmed goes deep. Adil is there waiting just over his head. Kuchukwu gets a touch on it. Into the pass by Didayo. Anthony Ajoma is calling for the ball forward to run it behind the Sudan defence. Nazim Bashir recovers and looks to put in the clearance, fails to absolutely clear it. Ahmed recovers and finds the clearance for Sudan. An hour gone. Nigeria trail by 3. Ball over the top, A little clip perhaps. And that'll be a free kick to Sudan. And they may in disbelief look to clip the trailing leg of Abdallah. Among the players who sits on a yellow card today, meaning that if he's cautioned, he will miss the following fixture through suspension. Played in North Africa with Tunisian for a while and then moved to Morocco's Maghreb Fez. And returned to Nigeria in 2022 with Remo Stars. I think his younger brother Adebayo is still with Sunshine Stars. Delivery. Abdul Razik! Off the other side of the woodwork and cannon in! Abdul Razik has another, and this one is a stunner! The home Eagles have had their wings clipped here. And Sudan are absolutely flying. Abdul Razik Tayagoub has 2 in the second half. Sudan have 4 in the game and are poised to inflict the greatest ever defeat on Nigeria in the African Nations Championship. Not cleared by Manyo. On the volley, it's an absolute stunner. Wonderful technique, splendid finish, scintillating result. Abdul Razik has come good in the space of a handful of minutes. In 7 minutes in the second half, he's taken Sudan from 2 goals in front to 4 goals to the good. Abdul Razik Tayagoub Omer. Nigeria, the heaviest defeat came in the final of the 2018 competition against Morocco. They'd beaten Sudan in the semi-finals to reach the final, and they were put to the sword by a void Morocco side who claimed the title on home soil and then followed it up by successfully defending their title in 2020. Well, after that, he's going to get the call in his favour here as well. On that night, in Casablanca, in February 2018, Hadraf scored a couple, Karki scored 1, and then Ayub El-Kabi scored his 9th and final goal of the tournament. Delivery in. Nigeria. And the thinking caps on. Just need to stem the tide and find some positives from the remainder of this game. The referee stops play and comes over to speak to Alimi. Alimi looks like he's got some blood out of the corner of his eye. What a splendid Splendid strike. Abdulrazik. Magnificent on the volley. Manya with the attempted clearance, and there was nothing that Lamal Mustafa could do about this. And it's a dazzling strike. And it has been a stirring, staggering, spine-tingling evening for Sudan, who have launched themselves into a 4-goal lead and they're set for the biggest margin of victory in this competition this year, and they're one away from equaling the record margin of victory. A couple of times before we've seen 5-0 scorelines in the African Nations Championship. Tunisia beat Niger in the group stages in Rwanda in 2016. And Algeria beat Niger in the last edition by 5-0. Nigeria have been involved in some utterly enthralling scores though over the years. They've actually scored 4 goals in the match 3 times themselves. Did it against Mozambique on debut in 2014. And then beat Morocco in a stunning turnaround in 2014. And this is where it gets interesting. They were 3-0 down at half-time and they beat Morocco 4-3 in 2014. They scored 4 against Niger as well in 2016, which remains their biggest win at this tournament, I think. Sudan, though, they're more than just poised for the biggest margin of victory, because all 6 of their wins have come by a 1-goal margin. Heavily bandaged head. Well, Eric Shell is from Mali, and the greatest comeback in football I ever saw was Mali's comeback against Angola at the Africa Cup of Nations in 2010. And this nation took a 4-0 lead. They were leading by 4 with 12 minutes to play in that game, and Mali drew the match 4-4. Tavares scored deep in added time, the 4th goal, and Freddie Canute got on the score sheet as well. But it was Seydou Keita who turned that match on its head. Great Seydou Keita. We're going to need to channel the energy Mali had 15 years ago against Angola. We're going to get back in this game and salvage anything from it. It's looking dire for Nigeria with 21 minutes to play. Sudan played an organised defensive block. Kept their pace and physicality. Finding up to Razik again. Forward. And so saying Kanti. A chance for 5 potentially for Sudan. In itself, this scoreline is staggering. 5 would be almost unthinkable. But they're pushing for it. Nigeria are going to make another couple of changes here. So, the changes are on. Surely Yusuf Adilani from Kuru City is on. He comes on to replace striker Shikiru Alimi. Jabbar Malik, who only made his way on at half-time, is substituted off. Kula Sakani of Remo Stars is on in his place. Sudan have yet to make a change. Starting 11 still do duty. Chuku forward. From the new men on, Akani. Wide, Siddiqui Ismaila. Shots on goal. Nigeria have yet to get a shot on target in this game. Away. Mixed it out wide. He's playing as a midfield and now the right back. Sneaking your way through. Ndilani. Now wide. Taiwo. Ojuku. So same country. He dreams of playing in Europe, and dreams of making a name for himself. Inspires to greater honours. Maybe, just maybe, can help Sudan into the knockout stages once again at this tournament. Third place finishes on 2 previous occasions. Kicks it forward. Ali Abdullah brings it under control. Up the left boot. Also the same Kanti. Humble and focused. Yasir. Deal. Nigeria have produced very few answers to the questions that Sudan have asked. There are elements of fortune in both the opening goals for Sudan. The one goal, and indeed the penalty, but they created the pressure to earn those chances. The 2 second-half strikes were superb. The Razik taking his spot and scoring a collector's item. Long range but well off target. Rocks his head back in frustration. Adidayo, and there's further frustration from Eric Shell. Duka. Alimi. Sochuku. Mustafa have all exhibited frustration during tonight's time. They trail by 4. Sudan might need to make their first change here. Salahuddin Adil has put in a fine shift. Sent a signal to the sideline. Seemingly suggests he might not be able to continue. Mohamed Al-Rashid has already got the training top off. He's poised to make his way on. So the Nigerian fans, understandably, a little disappointed. That would be an understatement. Suchuku. 2 goals in the first half, 2 in the second half for Sudan. They lead Nigeria by 4. Adil is going to make his way back onto the park. Free kick. Back to his feet. Sudan put themselves underway. 4,268 people in attendance at Amman Stadium in Zanzibar City for this fixture. Nigeria, Makani to Billy Joma's path, made it back, Vincent gets a little touch on it, showing some skills. Fadul and Saladin Adil. Abdullah down. We kick Sudan again. Time running out for Nigeria to even find a consolation in this tie. As things stand, Nigeria are 13 minutes away from successive defeats, and indeed from failing to score in either of their opening 2 matches. It's not been the tournament that Nigeria envisioned, the ambitions of Eric Shell would have allowed for. And indeed the hopes and aspirations of the home Eagles, the players who come to represent Nigeria, one of Africa's giant footballing nations. Makani again looks for space in behind the Adilani, lays it back to Big Ismaila. El Noor is there, collects comfortably, smothers the ball, touching onto it. Double change coming for Sudan. Mohamed El Rashid is going to make his way on. Expected Salah El-Din Adil is making way. And Mubarak Abdallah is going to make his way on as well. For Musa Hussein Kanti. Nigeria have had over 60% of the possession in this game, but they've not made it count. They, like Sudan, have had 9 shots at goal. The difference is Sudan have registered shots on target. None for Nigeria as yet. It's something late. There's some consolation for Nigeria to have, some positives to take out of this tie. It's been a grand evening for Sudan so far. 6 years on from Marrakesh, with Okuchukwu's goal. Sent Sudan into the 3rd place playoff and sent Nigeria into the final. 10 minutes. Possession stakes firmly favouring Nigeria. Free kick for caution coming here. Yellow card for the early substitute for Delani. 10 minutes after he made his way on, and he's cautioned. Sudan defending here, a side that had very little build-up. Didn't have a training camp prior to this African Nations Championship tournament. So, set piece. Chuku will recover. Sulik Ismaila. Bundled over by Ali Abdallah. Free kick taken quickly in Duka. Long way forward. Delani was calling for it. Already seeing him space out wide. Still calling for it. Eventually the ball comes his way. Chuku feeds. Ismaila. Duka. Lining up a shot from range and then allowed the ball to drift from his feet. Charging forward, Mubarak Abdallah turns the ball, and it's a good recovery from Nduka, and eventually cleared. Forward, Vincent now into the path of Chuku. Kura continued to dominate the possession stake, very little else. Nigeria having a chance to silence their doubters, and with the home-based players' ability to deliver when the stakes are high. Sudan taking their opportunity to reaffirm their reputation as a dangerous tournament team, capable of unsettling and unseating more fancied opponents. Looking into the danger area, and will land kindly for Noor. Ball must be reached. No, Mustafa. So Nigeria on the brink of elimination. Chuku receives it, Manu now. So, we pick Nigeria. 5 minutes plus added time. It was at this critical phase in their opening game that Sudan, who were leading at the time, conceded the equaliser against Congo. Finally, Congo scored. Save from El Noor. Down to his left. penalty area. Free kick to Sudan. Back on his feet, Mazin Fadul. Substitution time. James Persiapia. Three players. Abdul-Razik, a splendid race, a little rest. So to Mazin Fadul, he makes way. El Mosfa Faisal is on, so is Awad Zaid. The player who's not on at the moment is Mohamed Tea. They were set to make 3 changes. But the fourth official, Mohamed Tea, headed back to the centre line. I think it's to change the substitution board. And it is. The colours are the wrong way around on the board, but the numbers remain the same. Ali Abdullah is done for the day, and then he's replaced by Mohamed Tea. Second substitute appearance of this tournament for the 24-year-old from Al Marikh. Sudan leading by 4. A few minutes to play, 2 plus added time. Seeking 5. Van Duka. Maintains possession under pressure. In the dial. Third forward, Anthony Ngomma. Can bring that under control. Up into Nigeria's half, and Smiler will have the throw. It is not, I suspect, going to be the happiest of birthdays for Sadiq Ismaila tomorrow. He's returned 22. Sudan on the charge again, into the 18-yard area. Square ball could be on. A dazzling run. On more than one occasion, threatened to find the finish in that passage of play. Yasir Awad. Inside, outside of Manyo, and unleashed the shot after creating a little space. Flash across Lawal Mustafa's goal. Mohamed Tea, who's waiting for the ball inside the penalty area, is waiting for the square ball. Into the 90th minute we go. Nigeria staring down the joint heaviest ever defeat in this championship. Sudan well on their way to their greatest ever victory. Long range, and it's a stunner. Hits the woodwork and somehow stays out. El-Nur finally beaten in this game, but could not tuck it to the back of the net for Tuchukwu. Oh, that was sensational. That was one of the finest strikes we've seen in this tournament. And it comes to nothing as it hits the corner of the frame and ricochets away. Minutes has come and gone here at the Aman Stadium in Zanzibar City. 4 minutes of additional time. Tuchukwu. Adidayo. Adidayo to his captain. Nigeria, who have been buoyed by the fact that they made the semi-finals of both 2014 and 2018 despite failing to win their opening match. match. This second group match has not quite gone according to plan. Sudan have imposed themselves, they've forced errors from their opponents, taking advantage of little windows of opportunity. They've carved out a magnificent 4-goal advantage. Nigeria's women's team, the Super Falcons, having recently secured the Women's Africa Cup of Nations title in sensational fashion. They came from 2 goals down in the final against host nation Morocco to win it 3-2. A breathtaking affair. There was some hope in Nigeria to fashion something similar at this tournament, and they played well. They looked, for many passages of play, the better team in their opening fixture against Senegal. But an error cost them dearly as they conceded the one. We saw Senegal playing an opening day 3 points. Malildin down for a moment, but back on his feet, ready to see out this victory for his side. Inside, the free kick to Sudan, to Chukwu, frustrated, furious, and Musba, the set piece, the Akbara player, the only player in the squad from his club. Sudan threatened again with Duka. Long ball forward, it's a hopeful ball, and he doesn't find a way through. Not penetrating the Sudanese defences again, nothing but Bashir stands firm. That's the final whistle from Lutfi Bekwasa of Algeria. With odds against them, Sudan prevail, and they've done it in some style. They have humbled Nigeria, beating them by a joint record defeat margin for Nigeria, 4-0, and Nigeria are eliminated in the group stages of this Total Energies African Nations Championship. Sudan joins Senegal atop the group on 4 points, and it is those two sides who will meet here in Amman Stadium in 1 week's time to play for top spot. Abdelrazik with 2 stunning goals in the second half. Sudan with a mammoth effort on the day. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. Sudan have beaten Nigeria by 4-0 in Zanzibar City. A stunning effort from the Sudanese side that came full of ambition and played with electrifying pace and eye-catching ability in the early stages of their opening fixture. They conceded late to secure only 1 point against Congo. Against Nigeria, they took full advantage and would relinquish nothing. An opening half that yielded 2 goals, albeit with an element of fortune. Ngenge's own goal and then a penalty that was converted by their captain on the day, Wali El-Din Khadir. A Abdulrazak Tahayagu with 2 stunning goals in the second half settled matters to lead Sudan to this comfortable margin of victory. They've showed their competitiveness, they've showed their stoicism, they've played marvellously and magnificently. It's a fabulous score for Sudan. The man who got 2 will be given the Total Energies Man of the Match award. Abdulrazak Tahayagu Umar. He was man of the match against Congo on match day 1. He's man of the match against Nigeria on match day 2. He's the first player at the Total Energies African Nations Championship of 2024 to collect 2 man of the match awards. How they lined up against one another statistically. Nigeria, nearly 150 passes. The accuracy a little way down in the second half. Nigeria dominated possession. They would fire in more shots at Sudan's goal than Sudan would have at theirs. Sudan had more on target. 7 corners. And we got their first shot on goal very late in this game, did Nigeria. 19 fouls to 12, a yellow card apiece. The statistics say that Nigeria should have got something a little more from this game. Results in Group D, this match day 2, Senegal and Congo drawing 1-1 with Senegal scraping a late equaliser. Sudan then claiming a confident margin of victory over Nigeria, a 4-0 scoreline which sees Nigeria eliminated after 2 match days. Nigeria without a goal and without a point. Sudan and Senegal are top of the pops, 4 points each. They will meet in the final group day. Congo Republic will have to beat Nigeria to stand any chance of advancing. This is the match day in a week's time. Nigeria take on Congo in Dar es Salaam and Sudan take on Senegal here in Zanzibar City.